Alright guys, we are back for some more Dokkan Battle, and today we're going to take a look at the BROLY event. Not only is there an actual event where we could do a couple stages, but there also is this banner. Now this 18 is solid, I think is a good word for her. I'm not a big fan of the Trunks because he mitigates damage when guard is activated, which means that's only useful against AGL units since he is a tech type. But this Goten is really good and really underrated. He's a defensive tank. I would love to get him. There are these 30 Dragonstone multi-summons, but I'm going to pass. I'm saving up for Super Saiyan 3 Broly, who comes out tonight, which leads us to this card, BROLY, who is farmable from the BROLY event. Now, here's the thing. I want to get him the Super Attack 10, obviously, but the event is just about to end. You know, I just started my Japanese account. So for now, I'm just going to hold the L. I'm going to only have him at Super Attack 7. Then when the event comes back in a couple months, I'll just reverse him, and I'll go ahead and then feed him the last couple. But really, the stage where BROLY drops, I was on a streak of 7 in a row where the card didn't drop, and I was just like, fuck this. I don't have time for this. I need to build up stones for our boy, Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Now, I went ahead and I have all the medals for us. So let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken BROLY into... Okay. Looks like we're going into maintenance. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll just pause the video here and be back when maintenance is done. Oh, psych! Maintenance is done. That was some kind of very odd emergency maintenance, I guess? That was weird. I've never had that happen to me before in Dokkan. But anyway, alright, there we go. So now our BROLY is up to his TUR version. That's when he's attacking Goten and Trunks right there. Alright, so BROLY is not great. Here's the thing with him. He has a ridiculously long passive. But basically it goes like this. When he's fighting one enemy, his attack is taken down by 50%, negative 50%, and he gets a 100% boost to defense. So in Dokkan events, he's essentially a tank. Now, when he's fighting more than one enemy, 2 enemies or more, it's actually attack 100% up and defense minus 50%. So it's an interesting little thing. It does make sense based on how the movie was going and stuff, but I don't know. It just makes him not really that great because, you know, when you're going into a Dokkan event, those are the toughest fights. That's when you really need strong units, and BROLY really can't do very much for you besides just be a tank. So, I don't know. Personally, I'll use him right now since I don't really have a ton of strong units at this point. So I don't really have the capability of saying like, he's not good. Because as of right now, he's a TUR, and that's better than a lot of stuff I've got. Now here's the thing, we have this new updated training system, which is really cool. It allows you to like really train units up way easier because you can use like one of these, the Supreme Kai's Planet, which gives you an extra 50,000 experience per character, but this also works now with training items as well. So this is really cool, and you can use so many training items at a time now. Before, it didn't work like this, where you could just toss in, you know, like before you could only do 5 training items at a time. Now you could do as many as 50 at a time. So it is a huge adjustment from what it was before, because you can put 10 in each slot, and it's really rather useful. We'll toss in 2 more. I do want to keep some other green swords for when we are leveling up Super Saiyan 3 Broly, who will be coming out soon, and I am very confident in my ability to actually pull Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Oh, looks like we got a... yeah, only the 1.2 bonus, so it was just a great training session or something like that. Whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the BROLY event. I'll talk a little bit about the events of what happens here. And obviously, we're on the Japanese version of the game right now, so like we're not going to be able to read the dialogue unless you know how to read Japanese. Japanese is a very complex language, though. Only 5 stages, but that's because they don't like giving out free Dragon Stones, basically. Let's go ahead and just bring a Goku Black friend. And we have a mostly tech team. I just pulled the World Tournament Goku recently. There was a tournament, but I wasn't really able to go ham in it because my units just weren't good enough. Now, here's what this movie kind of starts off. BROLY the movie is basically about Android 18 getting that money from Mr. Satan that he promised her in exchange for her throwing the match and allowing Mr. Satan to actually win the World Tournament, which happens while Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta are fighting Dabra. Now, 18 is trying to do that when this fucking asshole shows up and basically convinces Mr. Satan to go with him, which will happen once we get over there. There also are, so these blue capsules right here, they actually give us a special support item strictly from this stage. I think it's pretty good, actually. They've been doing that recently where a lot of these story events will have like a unique item attached to it. I think they've been doing that for a while, actually, where they even like go back in time to like the Resurrection F event, which obviously was a very, very old event, and they had several support items that were exclusive to it. Let's go ahead and grab the Awakening capsule, and then we'll go ahead and fight Mr. Satan-sama. I can't remember, what color is he? He's intelligent, and that's a pain in the ass considering I've got basically a full tech team. Yeah, so here we go. The dream team of BROLY and Goku Black. Yes, yes. So here's what we're gonna do. Obviously, we have to take a look at Broly's super attack, right? I could super attack with LR Goku Black. That's boring. We need to see what BROLY is capable of doing. And of course, one thing about LR Goku Black is he gets stronger based upon how many times he's hit. So you always want to put him basically in the way. Yeah, and BROLY's attack. Ooh, that's not bad. I'll take that. He got a nice little crit, 100,000. Sure, we'll take it. We'll take it, BROLY. We'll take it. It could be a hell of a lot worse, right? A crit. Yeah, he is a tech type, so he gets free crit. Here we have this asshole. He shows up and he tries to convince Mr. Satan to come with him and get his ass beat by the Bio Warriors, because it's Mr. Satan's childhood friend who knows that like Mr. Satan like wet the bed when he was younger and stuff. That was such a weird like plot point, but it did feel very Toriyama-esque. 18 decides to go with Mr. Satan because she's like, no way, motherfucker, you're not escaping my wrath. You are gonna pay up. And then Goten and Trunks, they basically hop aboard like the limo that they go in, and Goten and Trunks like, you know, they sneak aboard and end up fighting in this little tournament against these stupid Bio Warriors. It's literally these naked men just walking around. Very odd. The BROLY movie is very, very odd. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into stage dose right here. Let's see. This is a pretty easy fight. I'm thinking we're just gonna go ahead and bring a Vegito Blue. Now, of course, my team is not really the greatest as of right now, so I'm not really able to build like actual teams to do stuff like this. It's just right now, LR Goku Black is all I'm rocking, and I have a couple of other tech units. But again, Super Saiyan 3 Broly comes out tonight. Once I summon for him, my options will open up. Plus, the banner in which people could vote on, that also will be coming out soon, and I'm definitely going to get a bunch of 120% God leads from that, like Super Saiyan 4, Goku, Vegeta, etc. So that right here, that's Mr. Satan's childhood friend. He basically is just upset because Mr. Satan beat his ass when they were in the 6th grade, and that caused that guy to give up on his dream of becoming a martial artist. And so now what he wants to do is get revenge on Mr. Satan, who obviously is now the world champion. He's got the biggest dick. He fucks all the hoes. Everyone knows that Mr. Satan, he is the one. So what happens is, you know, we end up showing up here, and they try and have the Bio Warriors take him down. But of course, that's when Mr. Satan does that same tired shit where he's like, but my pupil, 18 here, you have to get through her first before you get to me. And yeah, here, here's the naked Bio Warriors. They look so fucking stupid. And yeah, 18 says, okay, I'll do it, but you're gonna have to give me 20 million more Zenny. And Mr. Satan's like, oh, fucking alright, I'll do it. And then Goten and Trunks come in and they're like, yo, we want to fight too. And then it happens. Now, right around this time too, is where Goten and Trunks notice that there is a priest that is with this guy who was there in the second Broly movie. And so they're like, oh no, what's going on? We recognize him from that Broly incident. Let's go ahead. We will take out the strength one right here. And we'll have Piccolo-sama. Yeah, I just want to take that strength one out. And to be honest, your boy is going to use a little healing items to make sure that we actually can take this asshole out here. So let's go ahead and do just that. And Android 13 doesn't really matter. This Android 13, obviously, when he's in his SR form, is really nothing to talk about or write home about or anything like that. Then he can Dokkan Awaken into an SSR form, where still there's nothing really special about him. But once he becomes his TUR form, he's actually not bad. The only problem is that the only way to get him to his TUR form is you have to get fucking battlefield medals, which obviously those are like the most difficult medals to get in the entire game, considering just how much of a grind Battlefield is. Because at the starters, you have to be rank 150, and on top of that, you also have to have like 100 powerful units. So Dokkan Battlefield medals are definitely very, very difficult to get. Alright, so there it is. So yeah, these Bio Warriors don't really put up much of a fight during the movie either. Crillon, I said Crillon, but 18, Goten, and Trunks tear through them pretty easily. This stage right here actually drops Goten and Trunks medals, which you can use to rebirth the AGL Goten and the Physical Kid Trunks, who are, they're pretty decent, I would say. They could be good filler units based on what units you have. I would say that the Goten probably fits a little better because he does, they do have rebirth, but that would allow Goten to link pretty well with Majin Vegeta. LR Majin Vegeta, who has rebirth as well. So, having the rebirth link on HL is not quite as bad. And yeah, this is the support item here from the Bio Broly event. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and jump into the third stage here. This is where Bio Broly himself will actually start to make an appearance. Bio Broly is a tech opponent. So how's about we bring a powerful... We'll bring the TUR version of LR Gohan here. LR Gohan, who will be out on Global sooner rather than later. And he is, without a doubt, the best unit in the game. LR Gohan is. He is just... Whew! I think that is a proper way to describe him. Now, so Goten notices, oh, hey, look, that dude and that thing has a tail, just like a Saiyan. And they figure out, oh, fuck, it's Broly. And what's really weird about this is, so Broly transforms into a Super Saiyan, right? And he breaks out of the thing, and, like, this, like, weird liquid, like, starts getting all over him and getting all over everything. And these doctors who made all these Bio Warriors and stuff basically explain that it basically will dissolve and eat you alive and, like, become one. It's basically like the Blob. Like, straight up from, like, way back in the day, one of the old, like, what year? That movie's probably in, like, the 30s or something. The Blob. And really, that becomes almost the main villain of the movie, more so than Bio Broly himself, is this fucking blob that starts absorbing everything. It's also interesting because Bio Broly bodies 18, by the way. She just gets dominated in seconds. Okay, so Bio Broly is not going to be able to one-shot us. Gohan is coming up next, so let's go ahead and toss Goku Black at the back there to block that. And we'll have Gohan get these perps right here. Gohan should be enough to finish off Bio Broly in one shot. I can't imagine Bio Broly is going to be strong enough to actually, like, survive a kill shot from LR Gohan, even if he is only in his TUR form and he is only Super Attack, what was he, Super Attack 4, I think? Let's do that right there. So we'll have to use a couple of key-up items to get him all the way to his super, but that's fine. I don't have a problem doing that. We'll go ahead and give some Miss Satans here, since he is basically one of the big focuses of the movie. Now, BROLY is definitely one of the worst Dragon Ball movies. Actually, I would say not one of. It is definitely the worst Dragon Ball film. Now, one reason for that is it's hurt badly by its lack of the real Saiyans. You know, well, not real Saiyans, but the key Saiyans that everyone knows. Goku, Gohan, Vegeta are nowhere to be seen really for the majority of the movie. Wow, he actually did survive. I guess that's what I get for bringing a SA4 unit, huh? Yeah, we'll go ahead and block with Goku. Yeah, here's the pain of not having a strong team, because then you get really embarrassed by shit like this. Like, we're going up against BROLY, and I'm not able to just quickly finish him off. Well, there's BROLY, his first stage of super attack. Look at that, 45,000. Embarrassing. If I had my Vegito Blue from Global right now, BROLY, you would not be smiling, my man. I will tell you that for free. Let's see. The one cool thing about BROLY, though, is some of his links are actually not bad. Like, he has, like, Super Saiyan and stuff, so he can actually link with some of these different Saiyan fighters that we have. Now, I think that will be enough to go ahead and finish BROLY off here, and then we can move on to stage 4. Now, one thing I do find really weird about the movie is that you never actually, like, BROLY, you see BROLY for a little bit before he's covered by this, like, slime, and then basically becomes this dude right here. Yeah, here's where Crillon shows up to save the day like he always does. It's great, too, because 18 is, like, about to die, and Crillon is like, oh, come on, gotta let the husband save the wife sometimes. And it's like, oh, yeah, Crillon. Crillon, you know, Team 4-Star made that joke recently in one of the episodes where 18 is like, oh, if we make it through this, I'm gonna rock his world. And it's like, oh, yeah, Crillon, save 18. By the way, we got these training items. This is the stage where you can get Android 18 medals, and you can use those to Dokkan Awaken not only the BROLY, but also an Android 18 that you could get from the, whatchamacallit, an Android 18 that you can get from that BROLY banner. She's pretty good. Okay, so we have BROLY again. Again, the fight lasts for quite a while. Goten and Trunks really do kind of give him the business, but it's just really not... The fighting is not really that impressive. It's also very odd that... I mean, I don't know how, like, if we're going to power scale BROLY, I mean, I would just imagine that it's just BROLY. Like, he is BROLY. So, he must be a similar strength level to BROLY from the second BROLY movie, since you see the priest from the second BROLY movie actually gets some of BROLY's blood from his space pod. The space pod that he used to escape the exploding planet in the first BROLY movie, when Goku presumably killed him. Yeah, here, we'll have BROLY do a little blocking for us. Ooh, actually, we can set these purples up right here, and our boy Gogeta is just going to blow BROLY away, because Gogeta is like... Gogeta is probably the best non-LR card in the game. I would say that's very fair, because Gogeta still has the same passive as his strength variant, where he does super effective damage against every type. The only thing... Yeah, it looks like that Goku links up a little better. The only thing is the strength version had just a flat bonus to, like, I think it's 7,000 attack that the strength Gogeta gets. Either 5,000 or 7,000. I think it's 7,000. But this Gogeta gets a percentage, so he does, you know, nearly fucking 2 million, basically. That's Gogeta for you. He's pretty fucking strong. So now we'll head on to the last stage. This last stage is pretty weird, actually. So BROLY basically wrecks Goten and Trunks non-stop, and Trunks gets the idea to get that sludge basically on BROLY, and it, like, you know, absorbs him and starts eating him up. Now, it starts, like, killing tons of the scientists and stuff and spreading, and one of the scientists is like, oh no, the world is going to be destroyed by this. But then they notice that water actually kind of blocks the this goo, the sludge, the fluid, the blob, whatever it is that you want to call it, it actually blocks it and basically destroys it. So water, it's just like the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, also, by the way, that stage right there drops a Crillon card, which I was able to get the triple Kamehameha Crillon. We will bring, I'm tempted to bring LR Majin Vegeta, but what we're actually going to do is we're going to bring Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because this next fight is actually a strength type. This Broly right here. Now, what's interesting is that this is not really like a fight that happens. So basically, after Trunks like kind of tricks Broly and knocks him into the sludge, Goten, Krillin, and Trunks, they use the triple Kamehameha in order to basically cause a tidal wave to flood the area, and with that they're able to kind of stop the sludge. And like they all start laughing like, ho 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 ho, we did it. And then that's when motherfucking Bio Broly shows back up, having not been defeated. Now he is kind of like a little bit in this reddish form, but they don't really fight him because he like freezes up, turns to stone, because he's covered in water. And then Goten and Trunks just blow him away the last time. So this isn't really like a different form for Broly, but they did kind of just add it in here. I want to get all these blues for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here, because he will one-shot Bio Broly. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a very, very powerful unit. Bye! Boom! Final Shine attack. And Broly says, I'm dead. And we got the medal. Damn it. See, the reason I TUR'd Broly at the start of the video here was because I was hoping, in my mind, I was thinking this. I was thinking, aha, by TURing him at the start of the video, I guarantee that the card will drop when I do the stage. And then I don't mind using 30 gems later to reverse it. So I'll trick the game into giving me the unit. And I didn't say it out loud to jinx it, but the game still gave me a fucking Awakening medal. So I think that's 8 consecutive times I've gotten a damn medal. Yeah, your boy just doesn't have time to farm Bio Broly right now. I have to get actual stones themselves. So, you know, what can I say? Let's check out the info for the event real quick and we'll finish up. Yeah, there's the Crillon, the Bio Broly. He Dokkan Awakens. Here's at 18. She's good. And the Crillon and Trunks, or the Goten and Trunks. Man, I'm really getting my names confused today. The Goten and the Trunks are very good. That's, of course, the rewards. You can get Mr. Satan statues in that first stage. That's useful, because you need Zenny like crazy in this game. So we'll go ahead and sell that. And let's just take a quick look at Crillon here, and then we'll finish up. This is him, of course, down here. But like the Bio Broly, I have not even tried to farm him. I will farm him later when the event comes back, because I do love that super attack animation of Crillon, Trunks, and Goten actually using the triple Kamehameha. Very cool shit. But alright guys, I will see you later. I'm going to be streaming my pulls for Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Let's see how lucky we can get. I got shafted going for LR Broly, but I'm now praying to Broly-sama that I have good luck trying to get his Super Saiyan 3 variant. We'll see.